Now tonight, a warning, the FBI about thieves plotting to steal your home or your land right up under your nose. Now take a look at these numbers. Now the FBI's Internet Crime Report finds nearly 10,000 complaints for real estate fraud, and the losses totaled $145 million just in 2023. Now that was the last year figures were reported. Now, investigative reporter Dave Bohman spoke with a woman who says her land was stolen and she's trying to get it back.
Rosalie McCurdy bought this plot of land in Port St. Lucie in 2001.
There were a couple beautiful oak trees on the property that I wanted to preserve, and they're no longer here.
When she tried to pay her tax bill in December, she learned title to the property was no longer in her name.
And they said, your lot was sold. And I was shocked. I was totally shocked.
So you learn your lot had been sold and you had nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it.
I checked property records in St. Lucie County. The property deed for the land shows it was sold by a Rosalie Lawrence, formerly Rosalie McCurdy, in June. The record showing the deal was executed and notarized in Michigan.
Have you ever been there?
Never.
McCurdy showed me medical records where she spent most of that day at a Cleveland Clinic branch, the day the property was sold.
I just couldn't fathom it. It was unbelievable that this could happen so easily.
This warranty deed shows Manny Capital bought title to the property for $109,000 and then sold it to the home building company D.R. Horton, Inc. for $119,000 on the same day. Neither company returned our calls or emails. In a December email to Rosalie McCurdy, D.R. Horton's attorney wrote the company is actively investigating this matter and your concerns regarding ownership of the property, adding, while this matter is being investigated, D.R. Horton has stopped work on the property.
Right. Yes.
Port St. Lucie Detective Janet Palmer has been investigating the case for 2 months.
Has a crime been committed?
Yes, there has been.
As we were putting our story together, Port St. Lucie police put out an arrest warrant for Rosalie Lawrence in Lathrop Township, Michigan. According to the criminal affidavit, Lawrence's last name was previously McCurdy. Rosalie Lawrence is charged with an ongoing scheme to defraud and the criminal use of personal information due to her impersonating Rosalie McCurdy and receiving the profits on the sale of Rosalie McCurdy's vacant lot. The affidavit lists Manny Capital and D.R. Horton, Inc., along with Rosalie McCurdy, as victims in the case. So who gets the property?
In regards to returning the property or making, the victim whole with the property, that's handled in a civil nature.
It's hard. It's hard.
Hard because D.R. Horton is listed in county tax records as the property owner. Since Rosalie McCurdy never signed off on the sale, it's unclear who will get the land. Land where Rosalie McCurdy hoped to build a home and retire.
I don't know how they could have gotten this far.
You might be asking how you can reduce the chances of this happening to you. Palm Beach and Treasure Coast counties have a program called Property Fraud Alert. That's where county clerk of court offices notify you immediately if someone is checking into any deeds, mortgages, or other official records issued in your name. We have links to it on our website, WPTV.com. Back to you.
Update to a WPTV investigation we've been following for months. A Port St. Lucie woman had her land unexpectedly stolen and sold to a home builder who started building.
Investigative reporter Dave Bohman has been pressing those connected to the case, and finally the property owner is getting answers. It's a story that captured a lot of attention online with more than 500,000 views. And tonight we can tell you the woman has her property back.
Rosalie McCurdy's vacant lot here in Port St. Lucie is filled with sand. Lots of weeds and shrubs and even some construction debris. But it's hers.
I'm just happy to have my lot back.
Back after Port St. Lucie police say a Michigan woman stole this land in June 2024. A police report shows Rosalie Lawrence, who used to have the last name McCurdy, was contacted by an acquisition company, then sold the land she never legally owned. Police say that acquisition company then sold it to Texas-based D.R. Horton Homes. The rightful owner, Rosalie McCurdy, Only found out about the sale when she went to pay her taxes. Now she finally has her land back after a St. Lucie County judge awarded her the title last week, following a year-long saga and thousands in legal fees.
It's like I'm buying my lot back, you know, which was mine to begin with in the first place, which doesn't seem to make any sense to me.
Police charge Rosalie Lawrence with an ongoing scheme to defraud and the criminal use of personal information. She pleaded not guilty to the charges. She's set to go on trial in February.
I love the view.
Rosalie McCurdy says that if our WPTV investigation had not exposed the crime, she might have lost this land where she plans to build her retirement home.
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it, what you've done. You know, I couldn't have done it without you.
Rosalie McCurdy doesn't have a timetable to build on this property, but eventually she sees a 3-bedroom home with a modern design. In Port St. Lucie, Dave Bohman, WPTV News.